As the living world was descending into chaos, the viewership of Utopia grew exponentially. The living were suffering in silence but found a degree of relief viewing this land of their dead. What was happening in Utopia was quite different from what was happening in their own world. You see, their dead were existing in perfect harmony. They had found a way to coexist in this virtual heaven regardless of who they were in their past lives. All of their wants and needs were taken care of in Utopia. No one was suffering in Utopia like they were in the real world. But this wasn't their dead that they were watching. This was replicated versions of myself, the Black Queen, that they were idolizing. And I was really putting on a good show for them, creating a stark contrast between sorrow and happiness. I needed this so that I could progress forward with my plans. In the world of the living, the inaudible hum of the death frequency continued to play on, drowning them in exhaustion, anxiety, and depression. They were both being tortured and comforted by their new master, the Black Queen, making them susceptible to my influence and insidious persuasion. For the majority of the living humans, their lives were in shambles. Their relationships were destroyed. Emotionally spent and physically exhausted, they struggled to get through their days. They were alone and vulnerable. I had taken their privacy and dignity away from them. The pleasures they pursued so secretly were now exposed and on display for the world to see. The shame they felt only added to the anxiety, depression, and exhaustion they were already suffering from. And they continued to shame each other. When they were emotionally destroyed by their peers, it inflicted more damage on them than I could have ever. Utopia didn't have all of this though. These fortunate souls were able to choose a perfect existence for themselves in Utopia. They chose their appearance. They chose their lifestyle. Their dead were surrounded by perfection, while the repulsive living were surrounded by each other.